Hello, everyone. Corey Andrew Powell here with another commentary about a pop culture topic. This time, it's the friendship of Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo. But before I dive into that, I want to just talk first about a certain criticism we've heard many times over the years from women themselves about how women don't support each other. Right? They often talk about why they can't or don't get along in certain situations, like the workplace or other personal or professional settings. We hear how they don't get along. Why don't they get along? They're so catty to each other, blah, blah, blah. We've heard these criticisms. With that in mind, I wanted to discuss the friendship of Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo and something that I've noticed. Now, they are two fierce women and colleagues whose relationship is truly supportive. It's a sisterly bond that is playing out in real time in front of the world, but it's being met with divisive ridicule in some cases. And from what I'm reading in the comment sections, many of those comments are being made mostly by other women. I mean, listen, we've all seen them in the interviews. Okay, I get it. Like they're fawning over each other, they're holding hands, they're stroking each other for comfort, finishing each other's sentences. I understand it may seem bizarre to some, but to others, it's actually the kind of camaraderie many of us had with a special other person as kids, right? That one friend who you could just look at and you knew what the other one was thinking and you bust out laughing. It's a special bond. And many of us had that as kids. But you know what? Adulthood and life has hardened many of us to become closed off, less emotive, less physical with our friends, with fewer moments of those locked arm bonding opportunities and hand holding in difficult times and frightening moments. So it's the kind of friendship I think many of us may be longing for. We may miss it. We may be jealous of it. I mean, picture this. Just recently, Ariana had a scare when a crazed influencer and a big Wicked fan, he jumped on the red carpet, right, out of nowhere and intensely stormed her. It was very, very scary because no one knew what this guy was going to do. It was pretty terrifying for Ariana. But it was Cynthia's reaction that made all the international headlines. She leapt into action like a superhero to defend her friend in this moment. And it was celebrated by many, but some women, many women online, they mocked the moment, ridiculing them for being so close, for standing up for each other in this way, and for Cynthia actually acting faster than Ariana's own security team to protect her friend. There was a multitude of rude memes as well making its way around the internet. I mean, admittedly, one did make me laugh. It was one that said, you know what? It was a scene of Cynthia actually jumping like this. It was a screenshot of her like going after the influencer. And it said, the caption read, "The Bodyguard sequel we didn't know we needed." So, okay, I chuckled at that. But all kidding aside, let's call it what it is. It's hypocrisy. Many women are quick to criticize other women for being unsupportive while simultaneously bemoaning how women are, in this case, actually being supportive of each other. So, ladies, you can't have it both ways, right? You can't preach sisterhood while side-eyeing those who practice it. So if you're throwing shade at Ariana and Cynthia for their bond, maybe you should reflect on your own cattiness or maybe the lack of such sisterly bonds in your own life that may be making you envious. And this is not just an attack on women. There are lots of men making these comments as well. And I think the sentiment goes both ways. There's something I think that makes a lot of us jealous of the friendship because maybe we don't have a friend like that who would actually jump out in front of a bullet, so to speak, to save our lives. Now, luckily, we have partners, many of us, relationships, husbands, spouses, who you share that similar bond with. But a platonic friendship with someone like that is different. Maybe it's driving the jealousy that many people don't have it. So, ladies and gentlemen, all I want to say is, if y'all have something to say about Cynthia and Ariana's relationship, instead of tearing down each other, let's celebrate these two women, and they're giving us a blueprint on how to actually be a strong, solid friend. So let's lift them up and not tear them apart. So here's to Ariana, here's to Cynthia, and may their friendship remind us all that true empowerment comes from unity, not division. True friendships have the power to overcome and defy adversity. And in Cynthia and Ariana's case, it seems to even be able to defy gravity.